Hello and welcome back to Let's Play
Tales of the Neon Seas.
with me, Demonox. When we last left off, we found some trace of where the robot we were looking for was, but we couldn't find him. And various things in Noah's past. Speaking of past, we've gone back to the past. Here we are, 13 years ago, about to raid Noah's lab. A bioclone room? Is that a person in there? I should go in. Any biological infection won't affect me. Stay alert, Rex, and watch my back. It's Lena Totti. She seems to be in some sort of trance. I'll try to wake her. You should check the rest of the area. Roger that, Carl. Call out if you need any assistance. Okay, Rex, let's go. So we slipped in through a back door. Can I help? No, thanks. I am trying to wake her. Continue with the investigation. So many records. Very professionally kept. Damn. Looks like we tripped some kind of backup security system. Not sure what's going on here, folks. Oh. So he chased Noah down and shot him. If he's still alive today, he must have solved the problem of dissolving skin. I was so close to catching him that time. Hey, is everything alright? You've been staring at nothing for a while. Have you finally learned Psychic Push? No. Just give me a moment. Phone ring. Rex, did you hear about the big case this morning? Yeah, I heard on the news. Sure it was him. Can you give me some time at the crime scene? You already know, but what is it? What, is there a problem? The problem is we haven't even been to the crime scene yet. Why not? I'm going over now. The police can't get into the Underbridge district right now. The king is probably holding them up. Although that's not necessarily a bad thing. If Noah really is behind this, I'll need to be ready. I think I should break out my little friend just in case. Does this mean you are finally learning Psychic Blast? Nope. I'm learning Gun. Noah. I failed to get you 13 years ago. I won't fail this time. Making corpses of victims into sculptures of an evil god, and leave behind mysterious religious arrangements and grotesque ceremonies. These are all signature elements of Noah's old and extremely brutal crimes. Yesterday's mystery package led me to the Underbridge district, and now today's sculpture is pulling me back. Were these events all aimed at me? I'm almost convinced he has come back after all this time. Thank God this cab has a drink stand. Ooh-wee. It's a long old flight. I just pray the gangs have left the crime scene untouched. If I'm right about this, Noah will have left me another message there. We will take out Noah. We will have our revenge. Silent Noon. repeat this one last time. We take serious action if you continue to block our way. Huh. Since when have the police been interested in underbridge affairs? This is a very important case. Please be sure to get out of the way before things get out of control. Are you threatening me? Wait, there's no need for violence. Why don't you just let me in? Rex, thank God you've arrived. Who the hell are you? This is none of your... Boss, these police officers aren't giving up. Should we... What? Oh, okay, I got it. The boss said this detective can come in, as long as he sticks close to our escort. You have 48 hours to crack the case. If you can't identify the murderer, by then, well, the boss says it's past time old debts got settled. Rick, no. Don't worry about me, Rod. I've been waiting for this chance for years. Those crazy gangs are becoming bolder by the day. Tell me about it. Brazenly interrupting the police at a job like that? What would people say if the news got out? The underbridge district is quite sensitive now. I don't like it, but we'll have to send Rex in solo to investigate. You can't be serious. A private detective instead of a police. That's completely unacceptable. Rex is one of us now, and now is not the time to argue. We need to get ready to break in if things go wrong. Yes, sir. Full assault theme. Oh, looky here. The special detective swaggers in to save the day. Well, shall we get going? Considering your kind has been scrapped, mate, I say you'll be happy. Should I head into Underbridge now? Let's go. Take me to the crime scene, and keep the sarcasm to yourself, circuit brain. Ugh. Wow. That freak sculpture is right over there. You're free to look around, but don't do anything stupid. We're watching you. Thanks for your kind words of support. Stay out of the way while I'm investigating, and do not disturb the crime scene. If you want, we can trade insults all day. I have a memory bank full of them. Or you could stop whining and do your job. I can't go any further that way because he's blocking. But, yeah. Wow. So many materials used. Is this robot? Brank? Parsad? Turns out Brank does have an implant device in his head. So it seems Noah must be the one controlling bots. Robots. Nope. We're having a freak out moment. Am I hallucinating again? Hello, detective. So nice to see you again. Please follow me. I have prepared something fabulous for you. Don't you like my collection? I'm going faster than I can waddle. What is this? Don't keep me waiting, detective. Strange, I hallucinate whenever I touch the implant devices. But I only started to have hallucinations after I received that first package from Noah. How did he find out where I lived? Has Noah been spying on me all these years? I don't think Noah ever left you. The hallucinations have become more and more clear, which can't be a good sign. If I ever come across another device, I need to be much more cautious. Hallucination or implanted memories? Clues and deduction. Enter the crime scene, carefully investigate details, clues. torso skin. I'm reading that. Torso skin is sewed onto a robot chest. The sewing skill is of a high level, but the result is still unpleasant. Needs flesh mighty fast. The haze of the cornea suggests time of death to be 6 and 12 hours ago. This is just horrible. So let's see, some rust can be seen on the metal parts. So they're being in water. Let's see, upgraded not long ago with the latest mechanical look that came out last month. This is just like some twisted Cthulhu. Actually, I think even Cthulhu would just go like, you know what? This is rubbish. Don't ever show this to me again. A sort of alloy plate designed and used in the last machine generation, probably from a mid-aged robot. Judging from the variety of parts used, the murderer seems quite random in his selection of targets. It's not an easy task to collect this many robots, so there must have been multiple victims. The bones have been joined with a high degree of care, but the method used to connection torn muscle tissue seems a bit hurried. I'm trying all the whatever I can for this mode first. As creepy as this is. Okay. Investigation mode, switch. Okay, the mortis doesn't appear under the pressure, which indicates the time of death to be 4 to 10 hours ago. Combine it with the eyes. From the look of this body, the time of death is before midnight, and it was not mutilated at the scene. Different to the old cases. So you didn't have time to do it. A face made from a dead human and robot. The technique is not quite as sophisticated as the cases from 13 years ago. Indifference. Sewing the joints of the wounds seems a bit unstable. Is a murder unpracticed after such a long break? Or is it someone who doesn't know what he's doing? Some kind of fungus, which may be a result of long-term exposure to a dark, damp environment, like a sewer. Apart from the rust on the robots, a kind of fungus can be seen on top of them too. This must be the result of a long-time exposure to a dark and damp environment, which is very different from the previous sculpture cases. Yeah, it's almost like the guy didn't, well, know what he was doing. And that's the thing, is like, this time around it's like the guy didn't know how to assemble this properly. The bodies have been handled differently. Although this looks strikingly similar to the old sculpture cases, the selection of materials and the final details of the work are different to those of the old murderer. Interesting. The robot parts are from different years, but the human parts were all quite fresh, less than a day old. The victims were probably all murdered last night. While everything looks similar to the previous cases, lack of attention to detail surprises me. Has the murderer lost his skills, or is this actually a different individual? I hadn't considered we might be dealing with a copycat. There's got to be more clues here, and the presence of Brank's head is concerning. I better dig deeper. But that's a bit of a thing there. A weird clown mask is hanging here. I recognize this mask. It's a crime scene evidence from Edo Board of Directors murder case. One of the worst of Noah's crimes. If I'm correctly, 40 people on a cruise ship were killed. Bunny Puppet poster mask. These 3 pieces are evidence from 3 Noah cases. I wonder what else will be waiting for me ahead. But he's quite right about this weirdness. For Noah's usual cases, as gross as the sculptures may be, they were usually done with a ridiculous amount of care. Power deposit that shows signs of volatilization of the robot supplements. Robotic supplementary fluid has been coagulated. Golden sediment of several parts of the supplementary fluid, which is similar to Bryce's case. This suggests they were the results of the same method. Beep, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop. A bloody footprint near the summoning ceremony setup. With no patterns, the owner must have worn shoes covers. Ah, they cover the shoes up. The owner pattern footprints destroyed the integrity of the summoning circle. The footprints destroyed the integrity of the summoning circle. This suggests they didn't really care about the ceremony. That's weird, because Noah was very meticulous. The murderer imitated the old serial murder case crime scene with patience, but he wasn't careful enough on the details, and wasn't serious on the ceremony either. This setup looks like some sort of ritual. The murderer wanted to create a false worshipment site, but the footprints reveal his carelessness and lack of respect. This is nothing but a cover. Can I go any further this way? No. Anything over here to investigate? Oh, yes. There's some impressions in the lab pressure that indicates that something shaped of a square was recently moved here. Like some kind of box. Drag marks send all the way to the elevator. I should follow them. There should be more clues. Don't leave or complete the investigation. Oh, it's great I can see that. Tunnel from there. Trail from there. Curtain color sculpture, so no one will see him while he putting the bodies together. Let's see what clues we found on the curtain. Wait, there's something behind the console. He set a timer to lift the curtain at 8 AM today. He chose rush hour to reveal the sculpture to the public. Looks like the murder users couldn't come up the crime scene. Ready for a big reveal. So you had the brain stem to do that. The shape of this box matches the mark below. Does that mean the murderer moved the body inside these cargo boxes? I should check the cargo pouches. Last recording was yesterday afternoon, but the murderer couldn't have delivered the body at that time. The human corpses suggest they were killed last night. But wait, there's an encrypted file here. Oops. If I navigate the system correctly, I should be able to move the key to the target. Then I bypass the encryption and read the data. I think I need that. No, and this one goes up. Nice easy one to get started. The goods must have been delivered from the other hubs near by the murder. So check those out. Murder will use unique logic lines and standardized container boxes to minimize risk of being caught. The crime scene has been most figured out, but I'm still missing key links. There are many traces. They inquired if fluid during yesterday, so I'll need to ask Charles about it. Oh, well, good time for saving, wasn't it? Excellent time for a save. So let's talk to Charles to get the final bit of data for this. But that's all for next time. So until then, folks, I'll catch you all later. See ya.